The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The Florida Atlantic man Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready, we're ready! Right 25! Right 59, ready! 51, jump! Ready, set!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
On the ready.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry.
Here's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Allen Bailey, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And this throw will be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Got it. They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready, back 25. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, echo. Mark 54. Keep it up, defense, keep it up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Here's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
7 yards there and a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Let's put that team on. Hey, lock it. Check the backer, check the backer. 5.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Check mark 45. Check mark 45. Look at me. Door. Shit. Hey, watch the shit. Get it.
Again, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
45.
Go.
45.
Hard. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn. Hey, seam 6. Slam. Check. Big rip.
To the air again, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's get it. Check 13. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, 59. Ready. 21. Hey, Charlie. Play that Johnny D. Let him go.
Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. It's caught at the 10. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Third and long, it's Tannehill. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
Let's get this.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Ryan now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Bravo.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to walk one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 64 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
The The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now. Ready?
To throw is Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Watch the screen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Hey, Haywood. Base.
Right there, 54, right there.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All day, baby, all day.
Gun.
54, Mike, 54.
Check.
Now it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, it's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Chance.
Smooth. Greystone travel. Fair.
Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
59.
Gone.
Check, 59. Hey.
Now.
Tannehill throwing again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill going deep for Walker. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Ryan out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he has the first. First down before he's tackled at the 5.
Let's go.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Hey, Foxtrot, let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Tannehill now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
18 Gators.
Got to do better.
Come on, get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
80 weapon.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Under 10, under 10, 10. General West.
Mike, check, 59, 59.
Go.
Focus, defense, focus.
Snap.
To the air again, Tannehill. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Hey, South!
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. This one caught by Ridley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and 2. Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Bravo! On the ball. Shoot!
Tannehill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
All day, baby, all day. 45's the mic, 45's the mic. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, let's get this. Let's go.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Ready?
Tannehill on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
22.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed, that's the spark they were looking for.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Yeah.
45, 45, Mike, 45. They can't hang with us. Check, 45.
Be careful.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. In for the sack, Deion Jones. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Ryan wants to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back to throw, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12. On first down, Tannehill.
And another thing that makes the comeback really...
And now here's another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Go, go.
45's the mic. Rabbit.
Hey, check Mike 45. Shoot.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's got Lewis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
45's the mic. Check. 45's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
Ready?
Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. This will be caught by Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Hey, Orbit. Go.
45's the mic.
Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
45.
Fire.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let hit. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. One last throw here for Tannehill. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for two. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some
conversion.
sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Ready to break.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Bravo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
No, no, no. Off. Check 26. Check 26.
Deep river.
Throwing on first down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. 3 buzz. Check 4.
Hey, go.
Throwing Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Ready.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Recon, 152 fighter.
I got you.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey, Delta.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Right up.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And the Giants send out their punter now. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, it's James. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one. Switch.
21. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here we go. 180. Watch it, get by.
Pick up the ball.
Watch the safety creep.
Kill.
12, fellas. Here we go. 13.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
And maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go. 180.
Check, 55, Mike.
65, 65. White. Come on. I got you.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go. 180. 11.
31's the mic. I got you, boy.
Hey, gun. Smooth.
31's the mic.
11.
Screen.
30.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll go down at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down.
Hey, wahoo.
31's the mic. Thanks. 31's the mic.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, and even 90 yards. Well, that right there is the definition of flipping the field.
Trainer. Only reason I say that, you know he's going to need a little oxygen after that one, but what a scintillating run, and how much fun was that for us to watch it.
Great run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Go!
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Go team, spill.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Leo.
Here's Barkley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
I got you. Check. 21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, box truck.
31's the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
White.
31's the mic. Check.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
31's the mic.
You ain't got nothing.
Lock.
31's the mic.
Hey, gun.
Watch the screen.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
31's the mic.
21.
31.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, I-7. Hey, gun.
31's the mic.
No game.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass.
Go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get this. Kill.
Topper.
Hey, watch it. Watch safety creep.
Ready.
This is Barkley. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 62 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
31's the mark.
Stay with your man.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
31's the mark.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. It's caught by Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jones now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's coming. We got double up.
Mike 56. Mike.
No.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Hey.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have?
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 67 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Pick it up. Shoot.
Yes. Get it.
Now it's Barkley. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you. Check.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey. Let go.
On the run, it's Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Rush in.
Go.
Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo now. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
55, Mike, got the Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Yep.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Another try for Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Smooth. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Hey, whoa. 21.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, echo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as they have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All day, just like that. Just like that. 56. Mike, 56.
Ready?
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Whip. Watch the whip.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 24.
Get it.
The toss out to Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. Big hit.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 43.
They'll go to Barkley again. He spins free. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Hey, Zoo. 54.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Now Jones. He's got Smith here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
6-6, Pull it high.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go. Watch the eye.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That's how you score.
A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. They'll run on first down. Barkley. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready?
On 2nd and 7. Jones. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now. Bravo.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey.
Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Quick the edge. Quick the edge.
Blue draw Corkers.
SOS. 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 He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Alpha.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Check, watch 54, watch.
General West.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Joker.
Hey, Haywood.
He's checking crack. Mike's 54. Mike 54.
Yes.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Get your swerve on.
Hey, watch Sam.
Buzz.
Mike 54.
Let's go.
Now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 17 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Coleman. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.